Okay, so, oh dear, I need to turn the light. Okay, so Jesus Martinez has decided not to come. He was invited to speak for number 26. So we're going to talk about what Jesus is all about. He is known as a demonic being. In Law of One, he would be called service to. I'm not sure if he's service to self. He's pretty much service to hurting others. So is it service to his own self? Well, does he get a rush out of it? He gets a lot of rush out of hurting other beings. So I think, if there's only two types of beings in Law of One, he's definitely going to be known as service to himself. And the service he gives himself is he gets his jollies hurting other beings. It's hard to believe, but, well, maybe it's not hard to believe. So, what do you want to know about service to self beings? They are highly manipulative, very intelligent, very cunning, and they will use everything that they can get their hands on against you. What do they want from you? They want your attention, and they want to see you well, they want you to be feeling unpleasant. It's never easy to tell you, but Jesus has decided he wants to coach me on what he wants me to tell you. So he wants to talk about David R. Hawkins, consciousness research, and what he wants to talk to you about with David Hawkins is pretty much, it's not coming. David Hawkins said that lower astral entities, demonics, exist. That's where they live. It's a plane of existence called lower astral, and they can be thousands of years old, these demons. They're there because they refuse God. In other words, they're not, they want to be God. And it's their ego that wants to be God. Oh, it's different than someone who says, I want to elevate my consciousness to become one with God, the existing God. These ones don't want anything to do with that. They want their ego to become God, not only for them, but for everyone else. In other words, they want to enslave everybody else. They want to torture everybody else. And they want your money. They want your time. They want your attention. They want to use you as sex slaves. Anything that they can think of to enrich themselves at your expense, that's what they want to do. Now, how are they going to do it? Well, they might be very good at marketing. They might have a very good patter. In other words, somebody who's a very good salesperson who can talk you into things. They might come across as having considerable knowledge that you don't have, which if they're that kind of person, they could be an excellent student of whatever subject it is, an excellent, excellent student, be incredibly knowledgeable. But they're not going to use it for your benefit. They're going to use it to entice you, to make you think that they are an expert, to make you give away your power to them as an authority figure. Pretty much everyone on planet Earth is going to have to go through these lessons. The lessons are meeting people who seem to be incredibly knowledgeable. Maybe they have a nice vibe. This is scary. Maybe they've got a really warm vibe. And you figure, well, I trust my feelings, and my feelings are with this person. I feel warmth with this person. They feel genuine and authentic. Yeah. How'd you like that? Someone who feels, someone says, warm like Jesus or something. There's massive trickery available. Massive trickery, and it's all designed to get you to let down your guard and give away your power over yourself to something else. And that's the whole lesson. The whole lesson is you do not need anyone else. It's not required for you to get married, to have any kind of partner whatsoever. In fact, being a solitary person is the main takeaway from this lesson about abuse of power and you giving away your power to an abusive person. So in essence, strangely, you really need to become very comfortable with your own solitary nature. And for a lot of people, that's going to be very hard because they're very needy. I need a man. I need a woman. I need a child. I hear this from some young people. I need to have a baby. I need to have something to look after. I need to have whatever it is. Needy, needy, needy. And the spiritual lesson that comes from all of this stuff is no, you don't. You yourself have to learn to be okay alone. And the only way you're going to do that is to spend a lot of alone time. We see this with people who are in relationships, I had this girlfriend last week and didn't work out, and this week, if I just met this new girl. Every week it's like a new person in their life. Or they're in a long-term marriage and the marriage falls apart. How long does it take them? Not very long, and they're back dating again. Now, granted, a lot of people don't get these messages that this is the spiritual teaching. You have a long-term marriage that breaks up. I hate to say should, but the lesson should be for you, let's go and spend 10 years without a partner. 10 years. Why? Because it's going to take you a long time to unwind your needy nature. And as you unwind your needy nature, need for other people, you're probably going to find that there's other needs, codependencies that you had with other people. And it's unbelievable how many different ways these codependencies can be, not just romantic relationships, but, perhaps you need someone to be your boss. Maybe you need someone to be your secretary, someone to be your coffee runner, someone to wash your car. You're going to have to go through a lot of processing until what? Well, I don't know if you're ever going to get done on planet Earth because it's a very difficult place for you to get solitary. So we want to tell you that nothing is as it seems on planet Earth. And remember, anybody who wants to teach you and wants money, it's a huge red flag. It means colleges and universities. They're looking for money, and they're designing courses to get students. And they'll write a big marketing campaign to say, these are the results for our students in these courses, as far as getting a job. Is it true? I've been through it. No, it's not. These institutions are all about students. And as far as getting students, running them through their programs, collecting their money, and then saying, hey, we were successful with these students, let's get some more. It's all about getting the institution full, the money coming through, and building a reputation. So if you're somebody who's looking and you think you need some credential in order to get some kind of a job, because in your community there's nothing for people who don't have the Deadlands. The Deadlands means you are unable to find anything other than, I gotta go to this and get a course because there's this low-paying job that I'm going to get coming out of it. Or, I'm going to work really hard to get into, I don't know, a medicine program or a law program or a dentistry program, because coming out, I hear that they make good money. So the whole reason you're going into these things is again and again getting the job in the end, because it's about the money. If you were able to really follow your soul and what your soul wants for you, you might still go and take these courses because your soul wants these lessons for you. Because even if I tell you about them, you don't get the lesson until pretty much you've experienced it. Earth is an experiential place. So what good is hearing about this ahead of time? While you're taking these courses, maybe you'll be reminded of my words. And you'll be going, I'm doing this course and I'm not, or maybe you're saying, I'm enjoying the course for the course's sake. In other words, I am still learning things. Or you might be saying, this really isn't what I thought it was going to be. Or maybe you're saying that one day and the other thing the other day. In the end, everyone learns differently, but experiential learning is sort of the way. What the heck is this? Looks like I got crud in my hair. So, without any further ado, once you've had all these experiences about giving away your power and looking to outside authority figures to be in charge of you, you have to have a time when you take back your power and you develop discernment so that, the next time someone comes up and offers you the same kind of a deal, eventually you're going to know, I don't want that. I don't want what you're selling. I don't want you to be my guru or my boss or my personal authority figure. But when it comes to Christians and Jesus, or Muslims and Jews and Buddhas, and the whole point is these great so-called spiritual teachers that are outside of you, if you're giving away your power to whoever it is, then you're going to be shown that was a mistake. So what's the takeaway from organized religion? Well, for yourself, take the teachings, but don't take it into your hands that you can call on Jesus or Buddha or Guru Nanak. Instead, what you need to remember is all of these qualities of these external people, you have them yourself. And if they're not on display in yourself, then work on yourself to develop these qualities. So you're not relying on someone else. Doesn't matter who they are. How about God? If you're thinking God is like I don't know how you think of God. Best way is, I don't know. I really don't know. It's too difficult. That's why a lot of people these days call it source. But even now, when I think of source, it's like me connecting, way over there to some source. These words are misleading. And then when they say, go within yourself, you think, well, I'm going within my body. I'm going within my chakras. Is that correct? Even that sounds distorted to me. Why? Well, because you really aren't your body. You are awareness. And then somebody always wants to know, well, if that's the case, I don't know. That's another lecture. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. Just remember, you are your own liquor control board.